Last month I did my first autocross in my 818, and I thought I did pretty good, but at the end of the day I looked at the times and I still couldn't beat the stock Miata class. Despite having less weight and more power, I was no match. They were significantly faster. So now I'm determined to see if I can close that gap. So this autocross session, I decided to play with one adjustment, my tire pressures. The idea here is to make sure that I'm using all of my tire tread. So I'm going to add some chalk to the corner of the tire, do a run, and see how much of the chalk is rubbed off. I'm going to keep lowering the tire pressure until that chalk line moves all the way to the edge of the tread. I started off with 36 psi in the back tires and 34 psi in the front tires. Chalked the corners and went out for a run.
No, I'm actually impressed.
Tires definitely feel better than last month.
Good.
Appreciate you helping me dial them in a little bit.
Yeah.
The chalk line was still a little bit high, so I dropped all the tire pressures by 2 psi. The chalk line was getting close to the edge, so I only dropped my tires 1 psi this time. My last two runs were slightly slower, so I think I lowered the pressures just a little too much. I'd probably add back 1 psi to each tire to give me 34 in the rear and 32 in the front. Otherwise, I did use a lot more tread this time, and it showed. Not only did the car turn in quicker and feel sharper, but I beat an M2 that beat me last time, so I definitely caught up to him. It's hard to compare between autocross events because the cars and track can change every time, so I found a handful of stock cars that'll show up every week and not have large modifications between each event. In my previous event, you can see that the Corvette was about 10% faster than me, the BMW M2 was about 4% faster, and the stock Miata class was anywhere from 12% faster to 2% slower. In this autocross, I wasn't able to gain on the Corvette. I did, however, catch up to the M2 and beat it by just a little bit. And then for the Miatas, it's a split bag. The front two actually gained on me, but the last one I gained on him. So I'm seeing some improvement, but I'm still not able to catch the stock Miatas. I'm going to have to make some bigger changes if I want to catch them.